Welcome back into another win total video. We're almost done with the Big 12. We got a couple teams left here. We're talking about the Oklahoma State Cowboys here today. And this is a very interesting team. I think win total's only 8.5. I like this team. I think Mike Gundy's a great coach. Their win total over last year was one of my biggest bets. They got all the way to a championship game at Oklahoma State. Really, really good season last year. And this is a team that returns the best running back in all of college football in Ollie Gordon and returns their quarterback in Alan Bowman. And I know Bowman isn't the best quarterback in the league, but this is a proven thing. A second-year transfer under the same system with the same group of guys tends to play better in the second season. I don't know why Oklahoma State is lower in the odds than Kansas State is. I guess it's because Oklahoma State has to play, but I think Oklahoma State is, the gap's not far between Oklahoma State and Kansas State. And I think it's a lot closer than a lot of people think here for Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State's all the way down to 850, and while Kansas State's sitting at 420 right now is the best number you can get, I bet Utah and I bet Oklahoma State. I think those are the two teams, the best teams in the conference, and the two teams that can win this conference. And I think that is ultimately going to be our championship game here. Win total's 8.5 for the Oklahoma Sooners. I get it. If Ollie Gordon goes down, there might be some issues, but I don't see any problem getting there. We're going to look at the schedule here. We're going to talk about the wins. We're talking about the losses. We'll say what the number is, what my most likely number is. I'll say whether or not I'm betting it, how much I like it for Oklahoma State. I think betting them to win the Big 12 is a great bet to start, but let's get right into this. They start week 1 home for South Dakota State. Not the easiest game in the world in South Dakota State, but I have that as a win. I think they'll just be able to run the ball on them here. Week 2, they're home for Arkansas. Not the easiest to get an SEC team, but the SEC team is coming to them. So I'm taking Oklahoma State to go 2-0 here. To start the season. Week 3, they are on the road against Tulsa. That should be a blowout, like a demolish of a win. Tulsa, arguably one of the worst teams in the American Conference. They're up 3-0 here. Week 4, they're home for Utah. I think this is one of the games Utah loses this season. I'm taking Oklahoma State to win that game. Utah's not the same team on the road here. And I think Oklahoma State's going to be able to run the ball, and I think it's going to work. And I'm taking Oklahoma State to win this game. This team starts 4-0. Week 5, they're on the road against Kansas State. I have their first loss. Now, more realistically, they probably, up to this point, have one loss, right? It might be Utah, it might be Oklahoma State, maybe it's South Dakota State, I don't know. But I think they'll have one loss up to this point. I'm just going to pick here that it's Kansas State. This team is 4-1. Week 6, they're home for West Virginia. I have as a win, although West Virginia could shock some people this year. I'm taking that one as a win. I'm just taking the experience. I think it's so important to have this much experience and have a really good coach in Mike Gundy. This team's only going to get better and better as the year progresses, in my opinion. Week 7's a bye. Week 8, they're on the road against BYU. That's going to be a win. That better be a win. Week 9, they're on the road against Baylor. That's going to be a win. That better be a win. This team is 6-1. 6-1. No, they're 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're 7-1. Week 10, they're home for Arizona State. This team is 8-1. Oklahoma State. Week 11, they're on the road against TCU. I have that being their second loss of the season, but that is a game they could win. If they're 8-1 to this point and they're clicking on all cylinders, there's no reason why they can't win this game at TCU. I just can't see them being 9-1. So I am taking this one as a loss. I think 8-2 here is the most likely scenario. Week 12 is another bye. Week 13, they're home for Texas Tech. I can't see them losing to Texas Tech after a bye. This team that gets better, in my opinion, later in the season. This team is 9-2 here. Week 14, they're on the road against Colorado. Yes, Colorado could be scary, but maybe by that point, Colorado's a really good team. I don't know. Maybe they're bad. We don't know. It's kind of up in the air right now for Colorado. But I have Oklahoma State winning this game. They're better by the end of the year. Mike Gundy gets his team ready by the end of the year. They are winning this game. I have this team 10-2. The over-under is 8.5. We are going over. We are betting this. We are 100% betting this. Now, let me say something even crazier to you guys right now. I hope everyone right now that clicked on this video has gotten to this point and is watching this point in the video right here, right now. This team on DraftKings has an over-under of 8 minus 130. 8 minus 130. Caesars has minus 160. BetRivers has minus 177. DraftKings has over 8 for minus 130. We are betting this. Everyone bet this. You want me to get up and do a little dance? I'll get up and do a little. That's the bet dance. We're betting this. Okay? I'd be shocked if this team only finishes with 7 wins. Shocked. I'd be shocked. I think minimum it's 8. Minimum this team finishes with 8 wins on the season and we push. Minimum we push. The number's wrong. I sit here and tell you, I try to find you value. That's what this is all about. It's value. You're getting better probability than what the true odds are of something happening. This is better than what the true odds of something happening. This is value. This is value. Take over 8 on DraftKings. Obviously, yeah, take over 8. I like it a lot. This is becoming one of my favorite win totals. And I trust Mike Gundy. I trust a second-year transfer quarterback. I don't care what his name is. After having a successful season the year prior, I trust the best running back in the country. Right? Yes, he might go down. He might miss a couple games. I think they'll still be okay. The line's big. I think they'll get through it. I think Bowen's going to be a little bit better as a passer this year. Take the over. If you want more Big 12 win total videos, go on my channel. They're all there in a playlist. You want more college football win total prediction videos, they're all in another playlist on my channel. This is our 5th bet, I think, in the college football win total season. If you want to see where my bets are, it'll say in the title, like first bet, second bet, third bet, at the end of the title. So go check those out. My name is Josh Wissey. Thank you.